In this tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to cut a detachable cape, and we'll be cutting two different detachable cape. Look at this first three cape I'm showing you. It looks as if a sleeve was attached to it. That is the first cape we'll be cutting. Then look at the second one. This is the second design of cape we'll be cutting. So if this is a tutorial you're interested in, don't forget to like this video, drop a comment for me in the comment section, and if you haven't subscribe to this channel, please do well to subscribe to this channel. Thank you. So let's start with this type of cape. If you study this cape very well, you will see that it has something like a joining at the shoulder, and it has different design. It is also the same as this. The green one is the same as this wine one, and also this wine and black. So this is the first one we'll be cutting. So to cut this cape, you will need to draft your basic bodies. So this is the front basic bodies, this is the back basic bodies, and also you will need to draft your sleeves. So when you are drafting your sleeve, you draft your sleeve on fold. You know, this basic body I drafted is not on fold, but when you want to draft the sleeve, make sure it is on fold, then you cut them out. So this is the sleeve I drafted. So I've cut out the front and the back. So this is the sleeve, and this is folded. Like I said, you draft it on fold. So I'll label this as my sleeve. So the next thing we'll do now is to get a plain paper. We'll place this on a plain paper, so you'll see that very soon. When you are placing the front bodies and the back bodies on the paper, make sure that the armhole side are facing each other. If you look at this back bodies and the front bodies, the armhole area are facing each other. So this is how you will place it. So the first thing you will do is to align the front. Just align one of it. It can either be the front or the back, but just align the front to the paper so that we can use that one as a guide. After that, the next thing you will do is to measure the distance for the joining. For me to measure this distance for the joining, I want to locate the midpoint of my sleeve. So I located the midpoint, then I'll be measuring 4.5. You can measure between 3.5 to 4.5. So this is how I will measure, I'll take the measurement. So from the center, you measure, I used 4.5, you measure 4.5 to one of the side, and you measure 4.5 to the other side too. So after measuring, make sure you take note of the points, make sure it is very visible so that you can see it. So this is where the 4.5 is getting to. So the same 4.5 you measure on the sleeve, you measure it too on the bodies. So 4.5 here, and you also do the same here too, 4.5. Please, I just attached the back on the paper. This is not where the back will be, so just locate that. So the next thing we'll now do is to measure our, is to align this. We need to align this sleeve to meet this other back. As you can see that the 4.5 on the front is aligning with that on the sleeve, and you should align it to the one on the back. But you don't just align. There's a measurement for the space in between. So I will take the measurement now. So this is how you know the measurement in between. So you measure from the center front to the side front. You measure, that should be your bust circumference divided by 4. So you divide it into 4 again. So for me, I have 9 inches on that pattern. So 9 inches divided by 4, that's like 2 and quarter. So 2 and quarter, I will measure 2 and quarter from the after the pattern to the side. Then from the back too, it will be 2 and quarter. So together that's 4 and half. Do you understand? You divide your the length you have on the front pattern into 4, then you divide that measurement into 4 again, then that will be the distance. Half and quarter of that will be the distance for the front, and the quarter will be that the distance for the back. It's just like dividing the measurement into 2. So the distance between the back bodies and this front bodies that I have here now is 4.5. So that is how I got the distance here. Then after getting the distance, you make sure to align these points together. Make sure it is aligning. So if it is not aligning, make sure you just align it. Just make sure you align it. And when you are aligning it, make sure that the distance is still 4.4 and half. 4 and half. Make sure it doesn't change as you are trying to align it. Then the next thing to do now is to transfer all these points using your tracing wheel. So you transfer all these points, then you mark them out. So after marking them out, you've gotten the template for that kind of cape. So the next thing to do now is to now do your desired cape design. Like I showed you from the 3 capes, that they are different designs. They are different design depending on what you are working with. But you've gotten the template for that shoulder area and the sleeve area. So let's assume you want to make a cape that is of the same length for the sleeve, that is of the same length. It is just straight. There is no design like the ones I showed you earlier. They have some designs. So this is how you get it. So let's assume you want the cape length to be 9 inches. So you measure 9 inches at the center of the sleeve. You measure your 9 inches. Then at the center front, you measure 9 inches. So I'll be placing my pattern back on it to see if the line I drew out is correct. But just at the center front here, you measure the same 9 inches at the center front, 9 inches here. You connect it together. Then at this center back too, you measure your 9 inches. So I'm placing my tape 1 inch up there because the neckline I used was 1 inch. So you connect it together. So like this, when you cut this out and you close up this sleeve area, you will have like an equal measurement around it. So when I want to cut the second design, I will tape it for you to see what the cape will look like before sewing. So we'll be doing this design now. So for this design, you also start from the sleeve. So let's assume the sleeve length is your elbow length. You measure your elbow length. That is from the center line. Measure your elbow length here. And if you notice that this cape, it has like a neckline, like a collar. It has a collar. So make sure that this neckline you have on your pattern is the same neckline you want to use for the collar. So you connect it to the edge of the neckline like this. Then for the back also, you connect it to the back. You connect it from the center back to down here. So after cutting this now, you can now fix your mandarin collar on the pattern. But this is how the pattern for that kind of cape will look like. Please note that the neckline on your center front, the neckline on your front will be a small neckline because you are adding a collar. So you should have used your collar neckline measurement to get this. So I'll go ahead and cut this out, then I will tape it for you to see what the cape will look like. So guys, this is what our cape is looking like. Can you see that shoulder area? Can you see that space at the shoulder area? So this will sit well at the shoulder. So guys, let's draft this kind of cape. If you notice this kind of cape, it has this pointed edge at the shoulder area. It does not look like that one that looks relaxed at the shoulder area. So you will also need your front bodies. You will need your front bodies for this. So you align your front bodies to the center of this. So just align it. After aligning it, the next thing you will do is to extend this shoulder, the shoulder slope. You extend it further. Then this area here, you measure what you have there. You divide it by 4. Then you mark it after the side, after the pattern. So I'll extend the line like this. So whatever you got at that side, you divide it into 4. So for this extension here, depending on how shoot out you want that cape to be, but I just use 2 inches. Then you connect these 2 inches to that other point there. You know that one has a measurement, and this one also has a measurement here. You connect it straight like this, then straight down. As you can see that when it got to this line, I just took the line straight down, and you can see that it gave this slant shape. So that's how it will look like. So depending on the kind of neckline you want to use on the cape, so you can either use a built-up neckline or a regular neckline. It depends on you. So I'm doing a built-up neckline here. So I measure 2.5 for the wideness at first, 2.5 for the wideness of the neckline, then 1 inch for the height of the built-up neckline. But I notice this will be kind of too wide. It depends on the person you are making the cape for. So I later reduce this to 2 inches instead of 2.5. So 2 inches. Then I took it straight up by 1 inch, just 1 inch high up there. Then I'm using this curve side to connect it to the shoulder, from the edge to the shoulder, just like this. Then I will roll it straight at this point here. So this is the built up neckline effect that we have here. Like I said, you can use any design of neckline of your choice depending on what you want. So the next thing to do now is to do this side here. You know, it is like pointed, so we have to blend it. So I'm using this curve to blend it like this. And for the length of the cape, so let's measure the length we want our cape to be. So you can do any length of your choice, but it shouldn't be too long so that you'll be comfortable. So I've gotten the length I want. Now I can remove the pattern I placed here. So for this kind of cape, you can use the back and the front to also cut the back. You can use the front to cut the back. So after marking the length of the cape, so this is what we have, and this can serve as the back. So let's say for the front, if you look at the inspiration we are working with, it has something like an opening at the front. So I measured 1.5 here. Then I will be connecting it to this part here. I'll be connecting it up with this straight part. I'm connecting it after the 1 inch extension that we have at the built up neckline. So this one that has the extra, that we took out extra 1.5, will be the one for the front. So you can first cut that out on your fabric. You can first cut the back cape, the pattern for the back cape out on your fabric before you now reshape reshape the center front for the front cape. So you can use the same pattern for the back and the front, just know the difference between the two. Most times the back is always covered. Depending on the design, the back is always like closed up and the front is open, or when the front is open, or when the front is closed, the back will be open because both sides cannot be closed. There's no way you'll be able to put on the cape. And let's assume you just want to use a regular neckline, you can just do a regular neckline. So that's what I'm trying to illustrate here. You are not doing a built up neckline, you just want a regular neckline, you can also just do that and just do this, just customize this to any design of your choice. The main focus is this area, this shoulder area, that we've gotten the that we did the slope and all that. So this is how to draft the cape. Let me know which one you prefer. Do you like this one or you like the first one? So let me know what you think about the pattern of the two cape, which one you love most, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye.